Welcome, everyone. Hi, I'm Kate Colleran of Seems Like a Dream Shop, and welcome to episode 1 of the Quilters Color Play Challenge with Kate and Jenny Kae.
Yay!
Obviously, I'm Kate, and my partner in color over here is
Jenny Kae Parks. Wonderful to be here. So excited. So excited.
Yeah, so tell them a little bit about yourself.
Oh, sure. So I've been quilting for, probably about 20 years. I worked in local quilt shops and I've been teaching and designing for about 5 years. The big thing that I do a lot of right now is videos. And I've done over 150 videos for the quilting company, including Quiltmaker Magazine, Blocks of the Month for Fawns and Porter, and stuff like that. So I love doing this. I love quilts and I love color.
Yes, so she's obviously very experienced at this, which is great. So Jenny and I have known each other for a while, but we recently did a project sort of together.
Yes.
With Quilting Daily. Do you want to tell them about it?
Sure. It's called My Quilt Style. And what we each did is we selected 3 different patterns from magazines and we remade them with our own quilt style. And the series talks about our different things that we put into it and the different things that we did to make it come out, to put our own spin, to put our own style on it. And we wanted to do that with this. So yeah, there we go.
Exactly. So we thought when we started talking, we said, gee, it would really be fun to do something actually together. Because when we filmed for Quilting Daily, she did her 3 videos, I did my 3 videos, and we just passed in the night. We never actually really saw each other.
Right.
So we're part of the same show, but we never saw each other. We were never in the studio at the same time. So we thought it would be really fun to do something together. So what we came up with a challenge. And so the challenge is 3 fabrics, 2 blocks, and then we were going to take those fabrics and those blocks and use our own quilt style and add a little bit of a color challenge in. And the color challenge was that we each were going to start with the same 3 fabrics, but then we could add 2 fabrics plus a background to the mix. So to get us started, what we did was we decided to use my line of fabrics. I'm just going to show you real quick, and it's called Tiki Punch. So this is a fabric line that was designed for me by Engle of Island Batik, and it's coming out to quilt shops in the fall, and it's just so much fun. As a matter of fact, you can see almost every single SKU in the quilt that's behind me. So we decided we were going to use these fabrics because I have some of it in my stash right now, even though it's not out until later in the fall. And then we came up with this whole series of videos. So Jen's going to explain to you the video series.
Yes. Okay. So sorry, I was posting a link for, and I got a frog in my throat. I was posting a link for My Quilt Style. So I'll get that up here in just a minute. So the videos that we're going to do, what we're going to do step by step here.
Yep.
This first episode, episode 1, we're going to introduce the, oh goodness. All right.
The challenge.
It's a challenge. We're introducing the challenge. Okay. So for the first one, first video, we're going to introduce it and introduce the fabrics. The second one, we're going to introduce the blocks that we made. So we have the 2 blocks, and I did one and Kate did one, and we each colored our own in different ways. So so we're going to reveal that at 3 o'clock tonight, and then 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then next week, we're going to reveal the quilts that we made. Yep. And those patterns. And then the last week, which is going to be really cool, each of us is going to do a demo about our block, covering the tricky bits, specifically of those blocks. So that'll be kind of one-on-one, and you can see how we did it and how we made it come out just right.
Exactly. Yes. So doesn't that sound like fun? All right. So to get us started, I'm going to show you the 3 fabrics that we chose from the line that we both used. So hang on a second. I got to grab this little stack here that I have. And the very first one that we both used was actually the border for this quilt that's behind me. And it's this really fun tiki leaf fabric. And of course, that's where the line got its name, Tiki Punch, right? From this little leaf. But isn't this fun? Look at all the colors in that. It's a really, really pretty print. I love that one. And then because it had this wonderful green in here. We decided to pick to go with it. Oops, hang on. I'm throwing fabric around.
I know, right?
We decided to add, so pretty. We decided to add this really fun green leaf print. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh, looks so good. Look at both sides of it. Looks so good. And then we decided to add this bright yellow, and it just really perks the whole thing up. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. So these were the 3 fabrics that we both were going to use. And then of course we got to add 2 more fabrics and a background. And I think we used the same color yellow, but 2 different prints, which is kind of fun too, because it just gives it a little bit of a different texture when you get a little closer up to the quilts. So now, how about Jenny shows you the 3 fabrics that she added to her collection?
Okay, all right. Here we go here. Okay.
I'll hold
so,
these up. So
yes, we have the original 3 here that we went with. Then I wanted to add kind of one of my signature colors, aqua, and I love it. I love it. It just blends so nicely, especially with the main fabric. Then I added a red. Of course, that goes in there together. Just gorgeous. I love. It's hard to hold all 3 here. Hang on. I can do it. I can do it.
There you go. There you got it.
It goes so nicely together. Then I had trouble picking out a background. I suspected what Kate's background was going to be. So I thought, okay, I can't do the same thing as Kate. I can't do it. So what other options would I have? I actually auditioned a few. This is kind of a, whoa, it's really white in it's a kind of a tan one, but you can't really see. There we go. And I like it. I like the texture, but no, I thought it was going to be too close to Kate's. Well, what if I go kind of with the modern trend and do kind of a gray background? Thought, it's not calling my name. It's not grabbing me. Well, for some punch, how about a black one? And it just seemed too strong, yeah. It seemed like the black was going to overpower everything else. So I thought, okay, maybe we'll go with kind of a different kind of green. And I auditioned a few different batiks that I had and just using my stash, right? And I just, no, did not like that. I even went, okay, what if I go with maybe a navy? And this is a Stonehenge one. What if I go with the navy? I kind of liked where that was going, but I really wanted a batik. So I settled on this one. Look at that, it matches my shirt.
Wow, you did good.
I know, right? So this is the one I chose for my background. So I have the main 3. These were my 2 alternates and 2 other ones. And then this beautiful blue.
Very nice, very nice.
And I don't know if you can see it, but it has like these little wavy things on it. So it's like underwater. I thought
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Kate.
So with the tiki leaves and the feeling of, you know, like being at a tropical something, you've got the water going on. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Like it. That's exciting. All right. Shall I show you mine?
Yes, I want to see yours.
Okay. All right. So again, reminder, we have these.
Okay. I'll hold them up so people can see.
Okay. So she's got the 3 up, but what I wanted to show you in this is I'm going to open this up a little bit more. Look at all the color in this. Now I had some options and I wanted obviously to stick with the line because it's my line. So of course I'm going to stick with the line, right? So I had some options. And of course, my first thought was, of course, to add the aqua, but I already knew that Jenny had added the aqua. So basically she took my aqua.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm excited because I had to try something else. You know, sometimes we have a go-to color. And of course, I think for both of us, aqua is one of those go-to colors. So I had to say, all right, stretch yourself just a tiny bit because you can't use that one. What else could you do?
Part of the challenge. Part of the challenge, stretching yourself a bit, right?
Exactly. Color challenge, right? What else can we do? Now, you notice when Jenny picked the blue wasn't actually in anything. It was a deeper color, but it coordinated so beautifully. So what I did was I looked at this and I thought, all right, what else is in the line and what could I pick? And what I chose first was this really deep green. Now, again, the green is part of the line, but you'll notice it's really not in the print, but it adds this wonderful depth. which I thought was going to be a really good thing because the other two were already bright, that yellow and that green. So I needed some more depth. And then I was like, all right, what else could I add? So I added the purple. And what I love about it is there's a little bit of pink, there's a little bit of purple in here, but the blue and the yellow green really stand out to you and you don't notice them as much. So I thought by adding the purple, all of a sudden, this part stands out a little bit more, doesn't it? Isn't it amazing when you add a color to something, what things pop out that you weren't noticing before, right? So, and Jenny was right. She knew exactly which way I was going to head though with my background. So these were my colors, and then I picked this one. Now this is from the line, and what I love about it is it's got these little bits of color in it, so from far away it almost reads as a solid sort of kind of a light, but it's just got this wonderful color in it which adds some interest to the final quilt. So here are, wait a minute, let's see if I can do this. Here are my final colors. Ta-da! And then Jenny's got her final colors. Oh yeah. Which is really exciting. Let's see if she can do it.
You're a lot better. Okay. I didn't. Okay, there we go.
There you go. All right. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
All right, so now what happens is we have to make some blocks. And Jenny's gonna tell you a little bit more about this, but what we did was we each picked a block and we sort of added our tweak to it. And then we colored it our way, and we haven't shared with each other at all how we've colored them. So she's going to tell you what's going to go on this afternoon, and then I'll wrap up with you in a second. And if you have any questions, she's keeping an eye right now on the Facebook feed. So if you have any questions, or if you like the video, go ahead and like it, pop in a question. And if we miss your question right now, we'll answer it later. So go ahead, Jen, go tell them what's coming up this afternoon.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. We've each designed a block with our colorway, and we've written a pattern for that specific block. And those blocks will go on sale after the 3 p.m. event. So they'll be available for sale. For the first week, they are only $1 to get that block pattern. $1. It's a no-brainer. It's $1. So yeah, and so you can grab that. And what we really, part of the motivation of doing this is we really want to challenge you. This is your chance to grab one of our blocks and say, oh, I want to try this with my friends. I want to do this. I want to mix up some colorways. So be sure you tune in for that. You'll see our presentations of our blocks, which I have to say, from working in a quilt shop, it was always amazing when people would make the same pattern, but they would do different colors. I'm very much looking forward to yours because I almost took your two colors. I was this close. I almost did it. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, the patterns will be available 3 p.m. after the 3 p.m. event for $1 for 1 week. They'll continue to be available after that. Then in a week, we'll introduce the patterns for the finished quilts after you see those at 3 p.m. And I think that was it about the blocks. Was there something else you want me to cover?
I think that's probably it. So 3 o'clock this afternoon over on Jenny's Facebook page, which is Jenny Kae Quilts.
Yes, ma'am.
So make sure you go there at 3 o'clock, and I'll try to remember to put a link on my page over to her page so you can catch that video. But the other thing is we also created, because we thought it would be kind of fun, we created a Facebook group. Now, I had never done a Facebook group before, but that's okay. Jenny knew how to do that. So we created a Facebook group. It's called the Quilters Color Play Challenge with Kate and Jenny Kae. Is it like the really long name?
It's the really long one. It's
okay.
So why go short when you can just go long?
You can go long. So it's Quilters Color Play Challenge with Kate and Jenny Kae. And the reason we created the group is we're also going to dump these videos that we're doing in there. But we wanted a place where you could share if you decide to quilt along with us. So what we encourage you to do right now is after you see the blocks this afternoon, decide if you want to try my block, Jenny's block, or both blocks. And you could just go to your stash and grab some fabric and play around and see what you can come up with to make that block in your style with your colors. And then next week when we show you the quilts, it'll be really fun because we've each used both blocks. So in my quilt, I've used my block and Jenny's block colored my way. And I made my setting. And Jenny has colored her block and my block her way, and she's made her setting. So our quilts are different. And of course, the way we colored our blocks will be different. So it'll be really fun to see. Now you might be thinking, all right, well, if I want to make the quilt, how do I know how much fabric to get? Well, next week, when we reveal the quilt, we'll reveal our settings and we'll let you know how much fabric you would need to make each of ours. And then the setting patterns will be available for sale starting next week. And of course, they'll be on sale for the first week as well, because we want to encourage you to do this. So here's the deal. Come back, 3 o'clock, Jenny Kae Quilts, and we will reveal both of our blocks. My block that I made my way, Jenny's block that she made her way, Jenny's block that I made my way, and my block that Jenny made her way.
Yes. We
will see you then at Jenny Kae Quilts at 3 o'clock. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave us a comment and we'll be sure to answer them. And not only that, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and follow our Facebook pages, sign up for our newsletters, all that groovy stuff so we can stay connected. Because you know what? That's the really fun part about quilting, isn't it? Yes. Connecting with other quilters. That's why Jenny and I are doing this together, because, I work from home, she works from home, and we want to connect with each other and we want to connect with you. All right. Anything else, Jenny, or are we good?
I posted a link to the Facebook group and I encourage everybody to join. This is going to be a lot of fun. And then I'm also going to post a link to my Facebook page. So if you are trying to figure out where to come back to, that's where you would go. So
perfect.
I think that's it.
All right. So we will see you at 3 o'clock when we reveal the blocks.
And hang on, I just got a question. What time zone? 3 p.m. Mountain Time Zone. So right now it is 11:17. So yeah, in a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically in a little less than 4 hours.
A little less than 4 hours.
So whatever time it is where you are, a little less than 4 hours, that's when we're going live again. All right. Perfect. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in a little less than 4 hours.
Bye.
Bye.